What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for thelines.com, playbix.com. Let's talk some Monday Night Football between the Giants and the Bucs. As always, everything we do absolutely free, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Automatically enters you to our big giveaway we're going to do before the end of the year. So it's free. Hit the subscribe button. And also hit that thumbs up and let us know in the comment section how you're going to play Monday Night Football. On the injury front here, guys, you can see about a 10.5 or 11-point spread we're looking at right now in favor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with a total sitting at 50. Injury front, Giants, no Sterling Shepard. He's going to be out. Linebacker Lorenzo Carter also going to be out. And then safety Logan Ryan is out for the Giants. Saquon Barkley questionable, but is expected to play for the Giants, barring any sort of setback in warmups. On the Bucs side of things, no Antonio Brown. He is out. Vita Vea is doubtful, which basically means out. And that's not an insignificant thing there with Vita Vea being out, not on that defensive line, because what you're looking at is a guy who's offered 21 quarterback pressures, 14 quarterback hurries, guy that's pretty important stopping the run as well. So not insignificant that Vita Vea won't be out there. And then questionable's tight end Rob Gronkowski. He's also expected to go, barring any sort of setback on the warm-up. So take a look here, and what we've got here is a Giants team coming out of their bye. So they are about as healthy as they've been in quite some time. Offensive line, about as healthy as it's been all year long. And of course, from a wide receiver standpoint, yeah, Sterling Shepard's not out there, but I mean, you do have Kadarius Toney, who wasn't listed at all in the injury report. You have Kenny Golladay, who wasn't listed at all in the injury report. And I know if you're a Giants fan or a fantasy football player, you're like, what do you mean Kenny Galladay's not on the injury report? Yeah, Kenny Galladay's not on the injury report. Shocker. So you're looking at a pretty healthy version of this Giants team, and on the other side, you're getting a Bucs team that's dropped a couple games in a row and trying to figure out what's going on with them. And I think what we look at, it's pretty clear what is going on, and that is whenever Antonio Brown, I'll scroll a little bit if you want to read about this matchup here. When Antonio Brown's not on the field, which he won't be for this game, it's just not quite as efficient of an offense. You know, they're not quite as multiple. And you're also, you're talking about a guy, a veteran dude who knows how to go and move the chains and get open and help out his quarterback, whenever there's kind of a busted play and things. I mean, he brings a lot of stuff kind of under the radar to this offense as well. Now, look, the advanced stats still show this as one of the very best offenses in all of the NFL. They're still way up there in yards per play and early down success and early down EPA. They're all in the top 5 and all of those things. So those are season-long statistics, though. The last couple of games without Antonio Brown, you've seen this offense sputter, right? So that's kind of the thing. And, of course, he's not going to be out there in this one. This Giants defense is kind of middling in the pack, middling. The good thing is for them is that they're way better against the pass than they are against the run. And this Bucs team is just, doesn't run all that effectively. It doesn't run all that much anyway. Certainly would prefer to pass. And at least that's one of the things that the Giants do much better. Problem with the Giants defense, though, is they get no pressure whatsoever on the quarterback. So Tom Brady is going to have all the time in the world to throw here. They are dead last in pass rush win rate. Is this Giants defense? They're 31st in pressure rate. Yeah, second to last. So, thing about Brady this year in particular, he has fallen way off. I'm talking, in every single metric, QBR, completion percentage, Pro Football Focus grade, all the different stuff like that. When he's pressured, it is like a massive, massive drop off from when he's throwing from a clean pocket. So, unless they decide to do something different, this Giants team, and can figure out a way to get some pressure on Brady, big time advantage for Brady there in all this. On the offensive side of the ball for the Giants, look, getting Saquon back is certainly good, and Vita Vea not being out there is certainly good for the run game. That being said, it's just not going to happen. This run defense is super, super stout. Even with Vea not out there, still think they're going to be able to shut down this New York Giants rush attack. So they're going to have to get Saquon particularly involved in the pass game. And then they're just going to have to rely on those receivers that are going to be out there. Listen, they'll have Slayton, they'll have Golladay, and they'll have Toney, and to go along with Saquon, and then whatever Evan Ingram can contribute. So I actually think they'll find some success here against this Tampa Bay defense that has whatever reason, has really, really struggled over the last few weeks and can't get guys off the field. I mean, teams are converting like 43% on 44% or something like that on third down. Like nearly every other third down they're picking up against this Bucs team. And so you just can't figure out how to get these offenses off the field. And if Daniel Jones coming out of a bye, maybe they figured some stuff out, right? I mean, they certainly got healthier, and maybe they figured some stuff out as well. Toney, another week in the NFL as well. It's the other thing. Kadarius Toney's a rookie. Every single week is better for him. And so he's going to be as healthy as he's been all year, and he's a week further along in his NFL career. So I actually think the Giants will be able to put some points on the board against the Bucs here. I don't have a play on the total. That said, I weirdly have a lean to the over in this thing. Like I think that the Bucs offense certainly will be able to move the ball against this defense is not going to be able to put any pressure on Tom Brady. But at the same time, I think the Giants are going to have some success as well, find some success along the way. So from a total side, I do lean to the over. On the actual straight side of things here, guys, I took the 11 with the Giants. It just seems like it's just too much here in this with the way that this Bucs team's been playing. No Antonio Brown on the offensive side also means something to me because this team has not been able to really find what they had going on last year, especially when they came out of the bye last year and Antonio Brown really had a chance to mesh into this offense. They were rocking and rolling, and that's just not the case. And then this defense has been a shell of itself over the last month. So if you're going to give me double digits with the Giants here, and again, coming out of a bye, so they're as healthy as they've been all year long. And, Sterling Shepard isn't out there, but you do get Galladay, you do get Toney, you do get Slayton. I think this Giants offense will find, and Saquon, it shouldn't be understated what he can do in the pass game as well. So I think they'll be able to score some points, at least keep this thing within double digits. So I took the 11 on the Giants as well. Whenever we head over here to our prop finder, so that's all you got to do this. One of the things I'm looking at is Daniel Jones. And the reason I'm looking at Daniel Jones is because this Bucs defense is, like I said, extremely good against the run, which forces you into passing. And it's just a pass funnel type of defense. They have the highest opponents are passing at the highest rate versus the Bucs of any team in the NFL. Their teams are averaging just over 39 pass attempts a game against this Bucs team. So, and listen, if you believe the spread, if you believe that that's how the game's going to play out, it's an 11-point spread in favor of the Bucs. That means the Giants are going to be down. They're going to have to throw a ton. And so with that, I actually like the over on the passing yards here for Daniel Jones. As shocking as that is, I actually do like the over on the 234.5. And then even on pass attempts, I think that we can take the over on 34.5. I don't think they're going to find any success on the ground. I think they're going to have to get to the air, and they're going to have to get to the air early and often. And again, that's what this Bucs defense forces you to do. And again, opponents are averaging over 39 attempts a game against this team. So we can get the over 34.5. We can also get the over on the yardage for Daniel Jones. If they have success in this game, it'll be through the air. He'll probably be close to this or get there. And if they fall way behind in this game and have to abandon the run completely and throw every time, then that helps us try to get to the over on this as well. If we want to look at Tom Brady and what his props are kind of looking at, I don't have any interest in any of those. Here's the thing I can say about passing touchdowns. So Brady is different. Most of the quarterbacks, as you know, are listed at 1.5. If there is a 1.5 alt line at your book or something like that, Tom Brady has at least 2 touchdown passes in 5 games in a row. They get down in the red zone and they just keep throwing. They don't give it to Leonard Fournette. They look for Gronk. They look for Evans. They look for Godwin, but they're just not running it down in the red zone. So if you can find the alt line of a touchdown and a half, passing touchdown and a half for Brady, I would certainly play the over on that. And if you can find a big juicy plus number on 2.5, I think that's at least worth a small play as well, getting the plus money on there. Like I said, 5 games in a row with at least 2, and we're getting plus money, right, if we go the over on the 2.5. So just something to think about from that aspect if you want to play a Brady prop in this thing. The other one that I'm looking at here is old Gronk here. And I hate it. I like him. You like him. Funny dude, all that. I'm looking for the biggest number I can find. I'm playing unders. So I'm going to play under on the receiving yards for Gronk. And I'm also going to play under on the receptions. Here's the thing about Gronk. And look, the juice is starting to go crazy on these things. When he came back in week 8, he only played 6 snaps. So we're playing unders here, not only because he's kind of a specialized part of this offense as it is anyway, and isn't just a major part of this offense, but we're also betting against, his injury history and coming back off of another injury here. And so I like the unders here. Again, when he came back last time, he only played 6 snaps. So I can't imagine they're going to put him out there for a full complement this time. And then there's also the huge, massive chance of re-injury as well. So looking at that, and then finally another tight end in Evan Ingram to play some unders on. Evan Ingram, find the biggest number and play the under on the receiving yards. Maybe something you can even hold out a little later because typically people like to bet the overs. And so maybe you can give another couple yards here on this. But like I mentioned, Saquon's going to be back. He's going to catch 4 or 5 balls out of the backfield. You've got Slayton. You've got Galladay. You've got Tony. He is legitimately the 5th option, Evan Ingram, now in the totem pole here. And so if we're looking at him being the 5th option for this team and Daniel Jones passing props only sitting like 235 yards, we got to be looking at unders for Ingram, right? We just have to be looking at unders for Ingram. So unders on the receptions, unders on the yardage, all that for Evan Ingram here. He's the 5th option for this offense. And so there's just not a lot of upside there for him. And there's a decent chance that he's ends this thing with only a catch or 2 for, 15, 20 yards, something like that. So do like the unders on both of the tight ends, like the over on Daniel Jones yardage and passing attempts. And then also if you can find a 1.5 for Brady on touchdown passes, I like that. And if you can get a big fat juicy plus number on the 2.5, I like that as well. Also, guys, again, on the 11 with the Giants and a lean to the over on the total, but no total play for me in this thing. Complete rundown here over at the Lions, absolutely free, NFL and Monday Night Football preview. So be sure and take in all of that. Take advantage of all of these sign-up offers at these books as well. So make sure that you're getting the best number everywhere. So you want to have multiple outs, but you also get all these free bets. So take advantage of all the free bets. So come get these offers here. Just click on your state, whichever state it is, and take advantage of those as well. And finally, as we always said, everything's free. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Really do appreciate that. Got us a Discord as well. So click the little Discord button. Come join us over there. We like talking to you guys in the Discord channel as well throughout the day. Good luck on all your bets here for Monday Night Football.